All right, let's catch up on sports news now, and here's Ayotunde Balogun.
That's right, we're starting off with some tennis news. Well, Wimbledon champion Andy Murray has received his Order of the British Empire from the Duke of Cambridge, Prince William. Now, Murray became the first British man in some 77 years to win Wimbledon when he beat the Serb Novak Djokovic in July, a year after winning the Olympic gold medal. The ceremony recognizes achievements in many areas from people across the UK.
I spoke a little bit about my back surgery, spoke a little bit about Wimbledon, and also thanked him for, his wife wrote a note to me after Wimbledon congratulating me, and she has unbelievable handwriting, and I've had a note from him before and his wasn't so good, so I mentioned that to him, but he seemed pretty relaxed.
Coming on,
it's getting better. I started rehab about a week ago. And yeah, I've just got to be patient. I've been on the bike, I've been in the swimming pool, I've been doing all my core exercises, which is sort of quite slow and it's a long process, but hopefully it'll be okay.
African champions Nigeria have moved up 3 places to the 33rd position in the latest world rankings released by FIFA. Now, however, Nigeria, despite the move, are still number 4 in Africa, behind Algeria, who dropped 3 places, Ghana, who moved up 1 place, and Cote d'Ivoire, who have moved up a place to the 17th position in the world. The October rankings saw the Super Eagles garner some 724 points, which is an improvement from the 707 points of the September rankings. Meanwhile, current world champion Spain remain number 1 in the world, while Germany pushed Argentina out of a 2nd place. While Colombia, who qualified for the World Cup the first time since 1998, moved 1 place to the 4th position. New entries into the top 10 are Switzerland and England, who moved up 7 places to 7th and 10th spots thanks to their recent performances in the final group games of the World Cup qualifiers. Now, the uncertainty surrounding the tenure of Joachim Low seems to have come to an end now. Well, according to the German Football Federation, Low's contract extension is expected to be confirmed on a Friday. Now, his existing deal runs until the 2014 World Cup, but both the manager and the DFB president, Wolfgang Niersbach, have made it clear that they want the arrangement to continue even after Brazil. Since the 53-year-old took over from Jürgen Klinsmann after their 3rd place showing in 2006 on home soil, Germany's record stands at 68 wins from 99 games. That's it on sports news. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Guinness. Made of more.
Now to the foreign scene. It's been a good day in the United States. Hundreds of thousands of U.S. government employees are heading back to work after President Barack Obama signed a law ending a 16-day government shutdown and extending the U.S. debt limit. Here's Cynthia Arya with more details.
Indeed, it was certainly a welcome relief when the deal was struck with hours to spare before the nation risked running out of money to pay its bills. However, it offers only a temporary solution and does not resolve the budgetary issues that fiercely divide Republicans and Democrats. The cross-party deal came hours before the U.S. government risked running out of money to pay its bills.
That the American people are completely fed up with Washington. At a moment when our economic recovery demands more jobs, more momentum, we've got yet another self-inflicted crisis that set our economy back. And for what? There was no economic rationale for all of this. Over the past 4 years, our economy has been growing, our businesses have been creating jobs, and our deficits have been cut in half. We hear some members who pushed for the shutdown say they were doing it to save the American economy. But nothing has done more to undermine our economy these past 3 years than the kind of tactics that create these manufactured crises.
Also today, chemical weapons inspectors in Syria have been unable to access one of the designated sites because of safety concerns. It's the first time they've been unable to complete a scheduled visit, but overall the experts were pleased with the progress made so far. The mission to rid Syria of chemical weapons was set up by a UN resolution. Plus, campaign group Amnesty International has urged Iran not to go ahead with a repeat execution for a drug smuggler who survived a botched hanging. The condemned man, simply known as Ali Reza M., was found alive in a morgue after being hanged at a jail in the northeastern city of Bonjord last week. He's now being nursed to recovery in preparation for his repeat execution. Then also today, security has been increased in Uganda after the U.S. warned of a terror threat similar to last month's attack by militants in neighboring Kenya. The government spokesman Ofwono Opondo said he was glad that the U.S. had passed on its intelligence. Finally for today, it's been announced that the violin which was played as the Titanic sank in 1912 has gone on public display before it goes up for auction this weekend. It was played by Wallace Hartley, the band leader, who died along with 1,500 others as the ship went down. The guide price for the violin is £300,000, making it the single most valuable piece of Titanic memorabilia. And there you have it. Those are the top stories on the Foreign Scene.
Thank you, Cynthia. And the main news again. Nigeria was today returned as a non-permanent seat member of the United Nations. The last time Nigeria occupied that same status was 2 years ago. And the mudslide that swept through the famous Obudu mountain resort may not be a threat after all. And this is according to the Cross River State government. The government confirmed that different rescue teams comprising the Nigerian Air Force, NEMA and SEMA have evacuated persons cut off by the mudslide at the mountaintop and also within the community. And that brings us to the end of the news at 10 tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Do keep a date with us again, same time, same station, tomorrow. I'm Bimbo Oloyede. Bye for now.